Freestyling saved my life. And what if I told you, you can freestyle rap? And it can heal you. Every single person has the ability to freestyle. You simply need to unlock the power of your voice. And when you do this, you will expand the possibilities of your life. My name is Zoe, or my artist name, Z the Free. I'm a voice actress, spoken word poet, hip-hop educator, mentor, and community builder. As a rapper, I've been organizing ciphers and building community through freestyle and hip-hop for over 10 years. Hip-hop is a lifestyle and a cultural movement. I am a guest to this culture, and it's essential to always pay respect to the Black and Latino roots from which hip-hop grew. A cipher takes place in a circle. It's a hip-hop celebration, a gathering rooted in freestyle expression. It's a chance for artists to showcase, collaborate, and learn. There's a DJ playing beats, rappers spitting bars, breaking in progress, graffiti. It's reciprocal, unfiltered, and an example of the most natural flow state, a state of surrender and authenticity. Because in freestyle, your authentic voice is key, and your voice is actually a superpower. For me, I discovered the superpower of my voice by being a weird kid, which meant I was often alone, playing outside, imagining different worlds and characters. This is how I discovered my boy voice. Yes, my boy voice. I was cast in my first anime series when I was 11 years old, and when I was a young teenager, I was cast as Kid Goku in the hit series Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT. He sounds like this. Hi, I'm Kid Goku of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball GT. Kamehameha! Thank you. I loved being in the studio, recording different characters, and I felt totally in my element, letting my weirdness out. But sometimes uncovering your superpower is painful. At the time, anime was not mainstream at all, and definitely not cool. And I was bullied so badly that I actually wanted to quit voice acting. But my mom and director encouraged me to honor my voice as a gift. And this taught me that if you're the only person like you doing something, and it seems a little strange to the mainstream, it doesn't mean you quit. Those are the reasons you keep going. I learned to celebrate my boy voice, and this helped me in my journey as a woman in hip-hop. I always loved hip-hop, but it wasn't until I found a Salt and Peppa CD at a garage sale that I realized there were women in rap. I saw elements of myself reflected in the genre for the first time. There's always been powerhouse women in hip-hop, as DJs, B-girls, rappers, but it's a very masculine-dominated space. I still hear to this day, "You rap good for a girl, just say I rap good." So as a young woman entering the space where I was often and still am often the only girl in the room, it was hard to use my voice at first. I remember the first cipher where I did rap, and I was so nervous, when I've since learned to transform into excitement. And I was so ignited by the energy in the circle. It was this powerful creative pull. So I went for it. And my bars weren't perfect, but the response was positive. This is something I've always loved about hip-hop. It is loudly celebratory, and when you use your unique voice, it counts. The cipher can hold space for high-level artistry and also play and discovery. So I felt my voice was celebrated. Because in the cipher, whether through movement or bars, it's often about the fact that you went in that earns respect. Just by participating in the circle, you're a part of something and you belong. In my bachelor's honors research, I explored belonging and what helps newcomer males form meaningful friendships and build connections. And guess what? It's sites of play and expression. Play is massive because when we play, we embody our authentic selves and we feel connected. This sense of belonging builds our confidence and encourages us to engage in other aspects of society, like voting, for example. The same concept applies to the cipher. It's a creative experience where belonging is fostered and community is built. I first started connecting hip-hop and freestyle expression with youth and adults on Treaty 7 land where I grew up. And I was amazed at the instant bonds which could form after sharing bars over a beat. Ciphers are one of the only places I have experienced true unity and seen humans from all walks of life be fully present and authentic with one another. Because it's difficult to filter or hide behind ego when you reach a flow state. You start speaking from a place of unfiltered creative expression, and it's beyond thinking. You engage more deeply in being rather than doing. When people experience a flow state on a regular basis, it calms their nervous system, releases endorphins, a natural high, helps with processing emotions, and gives you a feeling of accomplishment. In other words, freestyling is good for your health. The circle is powerful. People are present and letting whatever needs to flow through them flow. I've experienced people unlock potent inner truths, share deeply vulnerable parts of themselves, and evoke an eruption of laughter, all from the flow state. We are present in sharing, and we can share our thoughts, our pain. Anything goes, as long as it's real and authentic to you. People rap about grief, heartbreak, their inner fears. They express anger, settle disagreements, and discover inspiration for new songs. It's unique in that moment, and then the energy moves on in the circle. As an artist mentor, I have been connecting cipher and hip hop to help youth living inner city, on reserve, and in youth detention centers for over 8 years. There's a crisis facing young people. Suicide is on the rise, increasing overdoses are devastating, and youth often feel disconnected socially. Creating spaces where young people can come together and freestyle rap allows for meaningful connections. It lets them play and process their life experiences and speak their truth. I've known people that could barely introduce themselves in the circle open up after realizing it's okay if you mess up. It's just dope that you went in, and the circle keeps moving. You can try again next touch. I founded Cypher Club YYC, and we've been meeting for over a decade. We start with intros, often an interesting question to open the floor. The DJs play live beats, and we always pass to the left, so people know that the mic is coming. We close with gratitude, where everyone says something that they're grateful for. This helps people develop their unique voice. And when you develop your voice through rap, it helps you recognize it as a superpower, to make choices and say, yes, I want to do this, or no, I don't. And sometimes speaking up to make those choices for a young person can be the difference between life or death. Not only does the cipher help with processing trauma, being in a circle helps us feel less alone. And all you need to bring is your voice. This type of human connection allows for us to feel meaningful community, which is essential to a healthy human experience. Healthy relationships, confidence, positive mental health, and coping skills bloom. Freestyle allows us to feel safe in playing and expressing authentically. And this sense of human connection can save lives. It saved mine. Freestyle is the main coping tool that I use for my own mental health. It helped me to get sober, recently 3 years, and by giving me an outlet and a place to feel empowered and that I belong. Similar to voice acting, hip-hop helped me to honor my gifts, use my voice, and hold space for others. There is a powerful ripple effect when we cultivate spaces where we trust one another, we feel seen, and we're encouraged to contribute. We develop a confidence that our voice matters and that we matter. And isn't this what we all need? Never tried freestyling yourself? I guarantee you can freestyle, because we actually do it all the time. On a job interview, in a first date, in most conversations with people we care about, we're freestyling. Active listening and response is freestyle. Ciphers are incredibly effective when utilized in schools, at community centers, youth recreation centers, in public parks, even at conferences. So let's use our voices and build something together right now. When I say hip, you say hop. Hip, hop. Hip. Hop. Now when I say feel it, y'all say love. Feel it? Love. Feel it? Love. See how good that feels? That's collaborative creation. And you can do this. Start by speaking about something that's meaningful to you. or share a story from your life. Think of it as verbal journaling. Then invite some friends, form a circle, put on beats you enjoy, and see what comes out. So, I need your help. We're gonna do a freestyle right now together, and so I need some suggestions of words that I can put into a rap. Just shout them out. Pickle, joy, pickle, joy, VCR, and trees. Okay, pickle, joy, VCR, and sunshine. Pickle, joy, VCR, and sunshine. DJ, drop that beat. Hey. All right, TEDx, how we feeling? Hey. I'm on the red dot and I'm feeling the joy, cause I see all you and you look so joy. Up in the space and the energy good. TEDx, bring the ripples, and you know that we should eat a pickle for lunch or a pickle for brunch. Eat a pickle for dinner, yeah, I'll take the whole bunch. They so delicious and we all in the space. You can feel the essence and it moves with the trace. Technology really elevating now. I used to use a VCR, but I don't know how. Now we transcend and it's on Netflix. Think that we can change it and make that pics and how it has to be. Cause I talk to the trees, they always hold and help to ground me. I heard the word sunshine too bright in the sky, moving like Z, see the energy, wow. So now everybody put your hands up high. Let me see you wave them side to side. Everybody get your hands up high. TEDx, feel the ripples and we getting that vibe. That's what I love about freestyle. It's totally unique. That will never happen again. And the vibration of the room came alive. So I encourage you all, unlock the power of your voice and find healing and community through freestyle rap. I'll see you in the cipher.